Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to another Uchu Sentai Kyuranger review. Today we'll be taking a look at the deluxe Ryutsuieder, which is the changer for RyuCommander, the 10th Kyuranger. So without further ado, let's take a look at this exciting new changer. The deluxe Ryutsuieder was released in April 2017 for 4,200 yen, making it a little expensive, but honestly not too bad, especially when compared to the price of the Seiza Blaster, which was, a very similarly priced item. That was much smaller. As you can see, the Ryutsuieder is actually quite massive. In the show, it is a full-size staff/cane for Xiao Longbao to use, and it is a lot larger in the show. What's interesting, though, is it doesn't ever change size. When it switches to its rifle mode, as you can see, we'll see on the toy here soon, it doesn't shrink down. So this isn't accurate in a couple of ways, and it's mostly in size. But I didn't see them releasing a full-size version. That would just be too massive for most children. But there is ways of modifying this to make it longer, mostly just messing with this part here and just adding to that. So pretty simple actually to modify this thing, and I might be doing that in the near future. And if I do, I'll definitely do a video on it. But the Ryutsuieder as itself, it is one of the few Sentai changes that is not one-to-one scale, this going up with the two Ninja Ichibantos we got. Now, for those wondering, this is it next to the Seiza Blaster. You can see the Seiza Blaster is like half its size. So it's really, really big. Now you do get a Ryu Q-Tama. This one is different than the one that comes with the Ryu Voyager in that the image on the back is different. It's also like the tightest spin on a Q-Tama I've seen so far. Looks really cool, nice purple color. The picture behind the Q-Tama is in fact one of a dragon breathing fire, which looks really cool. The one that will come with Ryuteo is similar, makes the same noises, looks the same from the front, but the back image will be different. Let's take a look at the Ryutsuieder. Now, the cool thing about this, like I said, is it is a cane/staff. So this is the handle portion. Show switches from holding it here to holding it here. So most of what's up here is the right size. It's just this part just isn't long enough, which is fine. Now the tip of this is rubbery, so you don't need to worry about hurting anybody there. But yeah, don't go bashing people with this, because this could get dangerous. Also, be of note, these are rubbery plastic as well as the nose piece, so be careful when storing this. Those can definitely come into play. Like I said, it does have a rifle mode, so this part, you push this button in to switch modes, and you switch this open to add the Q-Tama. So really nice and tight, nothing is loose here. Flipping the switch on here, we can see that the lights are all in the dragon head. This is that cool plastic grating effect that was on the Seiza Blaster that I did enjoy so much, and it's nice to see it replicated here. So all I gotta do is open up the head, place in the Q-Tama, and that is the change for RyuCommander, using nice, unique music as well as unique sound effects with the same voice, which I think is really cool. But yes, everything is controlled by the headpiece here. Instead of having the directional navigation that the Seiza Blaster did, you just pull this headpiece back and close it again. So let's do that for the next step. So that's the save the go, and then we also have more, of course. So what's cool is while the Seiza Blaster did not have the full docking sounds for Kyureno and made the mecha rely on that, the Ryu Voyager doesn't have any electronics, so all the Ryuteo docking sounds are in this changer. There's also one other function here. So it's really cool because, once again, sound effects are in the changer instead of in the mecha, which helps the mecha price for sure. Now, like I said, this does have a rifle mode, and we'll go to that next. So once in the rifle mode, you do get new sound effects here. I should mention you do get sound effects here by pulling the trigger. But in rifle mode, you pull the head back once. And so you get his final attack sound. Now what's interesting about this is that it actually has sounds pre-programmed for Q-Tama. So holding down the trigger will cycle through several Q-Tama and allow you to do their say the attack sounds. So we'll start with the Ryu Q-Tama. Holding it down again, we'll get another Q-Tama. Holding it down again, another Q-Tama. So that does it for all the Q-Tama loaded in this. Now you might be wondering, why doesn't it just activate those sounds when you place those Q-Tama in the changer? Well, if we open this up and pull this out, little tab back here to release it, and say put the Shishi Q-Tama in here. You might notice that it doesn't actually tell what Q-Tama's in there. There is no scanner. There's nothing to read the pins on the bottom of the Q-Tama. This just recognizes that there is a Q-Tama inside. Now, while some may see this as a negative, I myself see it as a positive, because now that leaves like 10 Q-Tama that I don't actually ever need to buy, and I already have their sound effects built into this toy. I do actually like that. I think it's a good little function to have in the Ryutsuieder. So, overall, this toy is really good. For 4,200 yen, you're spending a little bit more than the Seiza Blaster, and you're getting a lot more without having to use any other Q-Tama. The Seiza Blaster just has one included. This has one included, but it gives you all those extra Q-Tama sounds. It's really cool. Only problem is the box it comes in is gigantic, and the shipping is a nightmare. So it does end up being more expensive overall. I would recommend trying to find this at a discount and getting the cheapest shipping possible. I just spent about $40 in shipping just to get this, and that was kind of a lot, considering what it is. That being said, I'm definitely going to be modifying it because I love the design, I love the sound effects, and I love the music added to it. It's really, really cool. But that pretty much does it for this review. I definitely recommend the Ryutsuieder. You can also check out the sound effects that are in the Ryu Q-Tama that go in the Seiza Blaster in an upcoming video with the Ryu Voyager. I'll go over that then. It kind of fit better at that point. But overall, Ryutsuieder is definitely recommended. And I'm looking forward to the next changer in the Kyuranger line, whatever it may be possibly. I might have talked about it on a Soundcast. It looks really cool, so we'll see where that goes. So be sure to subscribe for more Kyuranger reviews from now until the end of the year, and also be sure to check out the Soundcast every Friday night where I talk about tokusatsu shows, news, and give a little bit of my opinions. So until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.